What is diet planning? Do you have any idea about this concept? No? Okay, I am going to tell you about diet planning. Most people associate diets with short term goals and restrictive food intake. A diet plan is tailored to an individual's health status, weight, and lifestyle, along with their health goals. Dietary planning may be done at several different levels. It may also refer as an individual planning a meal and making relevant food purchases, a food service manager in an institution planning daily menus, or a government agency planning large nutrition or food assistance programs. For the purpose of this concept, dietary planning applies to planning intake rather than the amount of food purchased or served. Nutritional considerations are only one component of dietary planning. Other considerations include the incorporation food preferences of the individuals or group being planned for, and the cost and availability of the food. Using the estimates of nutrient requirements to set intake goals should be part of the planning activity. Diet planners have developed several ways to select foods. Whatever plan or combinations of plan they use, they always keep in mind the six basic diet planning principle when they will going to plan any type of diet. The first most important diet planning principle is adequacy. You need to pay the attention to adequacy when you create a diet plan. This principle of diet planning validates that you are getting all your nutrients and in the right amounts. It will advocate for carbohydrates, healthy fats, fibers, water, proteins, vitamins, and minerals. Such a diet allows your body to perform various tasks and processes very smoothly. It also enables your body to absorb enough nutrients required for different body functions, including growth, cell, and tissue repair. Adequacy means that the diet provides the enough energy and sufficient of all the nutrients to meet the needs of healthy individual. Take all the essential nutrients, for example iron. Each day the body loses some iron, so individual have to replace it by eating the foods that contain the iron. A person whose diet fails to provide the enough nutrients may develop the symptoms of deficiency. Persons may feel tired, weak, and have the frequent headaches, and find that even the smallest amount of muscular work brings the disabling fatigue. To prevent these deficiency symptoms, a person must include foods that supply the adequate amount of all the essential nutrients. There are basically two types of the dietary adequacy. One is related to the physiological requirements, which consist of the recommended daily intake of nutrients. The second approach is the use of the nutrient density concept applied to the total diet, which can better address the issues of optimal nutrients intakes to develop any nutrition education program and evaluate the dietary guidelines. The second most important principle is balance. It would help if you consumed a balanced diet. Such a diet contains food from all food groups, including proteins, vitamins, carbohydrates, and healthful fats. For example, carbohydrates have always got the blame for unexpected or unwanted weight gain. So you will find most people designing a weight loss diet plan which excludes all the carbohydrate foods. But remember that you need carbohydrates as they are your body's primary source of energy. It is essential to note that for you, carbohydrate in foods present themselves in various forms. Some of them include dietary fibers. This form is essential in your body as it helps prevent the health problems such as constipation, diabetes, and cardiovascular diseases. These also help with the weight management as it creates the bulk and helps you feel full for longer period of time. Most of us do not get enough fiber in our diets. This means that we must incorporate high fiber foods in any weight loss meal plan. Sugar is the form of carbohydrate is found in dairy products. Products with natural sugars and added sugars. It is the form of carbohydrates you must keep away from it you want to lose weight, especially added sugars. Food that contains the natural sugars like dairy products and fruits also contain other nutrients like proteins, fibers, vitamins and minerals. Added sugars on the other hand are mostly empty calories. This idea is to balance all your meals. Do not disregard a particular food group based on what you have heard about it. Balance is basically art of balancing your diet. Involves consuming enough but not too much of each type of food group. For example, the essential minerals calcium and iron taken together illustrate the depicts the importance of dietary balance. Meat, fish and poultry, which is also known as MPF factor, are rich in iron but poor in calcium. Milk and milk products are rich in calcium but poor in iron. Use meat or meat alternates for iron and use some milk and milk products for calcium. Save some space for other foods too. Diet consisting of milk and meat alone would not be adequate for the other nutrients. Individual needs vegetables, fruits, and whole grains. Balance providing foods in proportion to each other and in proportion to the body needs. A diet becomes balanced when they contains different kinds of food in certain quantities and proportions so that the requirement for calories, proteins, minerals, vitamins and alternative nutrients is adequate and a small provision is reserved for additional nutrients to endure the short length of leanness. A balanced diet offers bioactive phytochemicals like dietary fibers, antioxidants, and nutraceuticals that have positive health advantages. A balanced diet should offer around 60 to 70% of the total calories from carbohydrates and 10 to 12% from the proteins and less than 30% of the total calories should be comes from the fat.